Hey, what's up, fam? Um, Sorry I posted this a little bit later, but I just kind of got caught up in some things today. But it's cool. Anyway, for today's Monday motivational, the topic's going to be going all in. Now, when I think about going all in on something, uh, I think about it being like, letting go of all your securities, letting go of of things that have you stable so that you can step out on something that's not secure, but it's a it's an opportunity for you to really, you know, put yourself all in no matter what the cost, and hopes that whatever you've invested yourself in, your time in, that you're gonna get back like a really good return. So when I think about going all in, I think the best definition I could think of is like being on a diving board, and like you could be you could climb up on a diving board, you know what I'm saying? You could climb up the ladder, and you can make it all the way to the edge of the diving board, and you can stand at the edge of the diving board and be ready to jump in there. But until you jump, you not all in. Like, you got the opportunity to go back. You don't necessarily have to go forward. You know what I mean? You can sit down. You know what I mean? You're not moving, but you're stable, you're secure because you got that diving board that you're standing on. You know what I mean? The opportunity to go all in is right there, but you still stable in what you in. Now, let's define that diving board for some people. For some people, that might be, that might be your job. You know what I mean? Like, you could be wanting to get out there and do your own thing, but just because your job got you stable, like, you know what I mean, it's paying the bills, you able to live a certain type of way, and that job is securing you, you're not necessarily willing to go all in. But at the same time, you know, at the same time, you could just be like, hey, let me just put 1 foot in and see what it's really like. You know what I mean? And you just want to dabble in something. You want to have a part-time hustle, and that's cool too, because you know what I'm saying, that can get you where you try to be sometimes, but you never know what it's really like until you put yourself all the way into a situation. So I'm thinking 1 foot in and 1 foot out is not all in. You're not going to do what you could do. You're not going to do what you have to do to make it work, because you still got the security of that diving board. You still got the security of that job. You still got the security of those friends, of that relationship. You still got the security of that one person who keeps on bailing you out every time you get into a situation. So it's like you're not really trying to put yourself all into any situation, as long as you got that diving board and you still got some security. You still got some something stable that's holding you up. But the moment that you take both feet off that diving board and you jump, like the moment you really put yourself out there and try to make this business work, the moment you stop hiding your heart because of all the relationships, the bad relationships that you had in the past, and you got hurt, you really willing to open yourself up to what could happen. The moment you really put yourself out there 2 feet off the diving board, you done jumped. You ain't even went down yet, but you just jumped. That's all in. At that moment, like, you all in. Like, that's 100% commitment. You can't turn around, grab that diving board, climb back or climb back down. Like, you all in. Like, you gonna go down for sure, because there ain't no turning back. And the wonderful thing about it is that, like, you never know what's going to happen. You might jump and hit that water and be like, the best thing that ever happened to you. You want to go back up and do it again. Or you might just jump and hit that water and be like, man, that was cool, but I don't really feel like doing that no more. You know what I'm saying? It was good one time. That's all I need. Or you might jump and smack that water in a belly flop and be like, ooh, that hurt, and we ain't going back up no more. But either way, you was all in. Now you know how that experience goes. And because you had that experience, You can do it better. You can, you know, you can customize it. You can redefine it. You can do it a little bit different than you did it last time, because you know what you did last time didn't work exactly the way you wanted it to. You know, you could do a lot of things different now because you had that experience. You was all in. And the thing about going all in is that when you go all in, you win big. Like, you double up. Sometimes you triple up. Sometimes you win you win the whole table for them poker plays. You know what I'm saying? You go all in and you take 3-4 people out, you be like, yeah. But my point being, it's like, you never get the full effect of whatever it is you're doing until you go all in. So whether it's a relationship, you know, whether it's a business you wanted to start, whether it's that car you've been saying you're trying to fix and you keep on putting it off, you know what, no matter what it is, why don't you think about going all in and see what kind of return you get? Because once you go all in, you win big. But in order to do that, you got to step off that platform that's got you so secure in where you at and take that risk of being all in. And what I've come to find out is the people that's willing to go all in, those are the ones that's really winning.